in the middle of the summer to get your holiday decorating in terms of getting the house dressed up, looking its best. For Christmas, for New Year's, done now.
Done now, and done with a rug that when it's gone, it's gone. So now is your chance.
Dustin and his father, I literally get to see them for roughly 12 hours a year.
Right.
That's how limited our broadcast schedule is with these folks, because it takes them literally sometimes a year or more to handcraft each one of these rugs that we bring to you. What you're seeing on the floor, this is your special edition. It's entitled, what is the name that you have for this rug?
We've called this the Marquis rug.
Nice.
Now, the reason for that is because back in 2003, we ran our first Marquis design. It was a fantastic rug. People loved it.
Hugely popular.
But over time, you know, we switch out our designs. We come up with new colorations. We come up with new palettes and all. But what we've started to do now, because we have customers who've had our rugs for so long.
Right.
And I'm not talking 3, 4, 5 years. I'm talking 10,
Decades.
15, 20 years.
I have a Royal Palace rug in my home that's 24 plus years old.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
So customers over the years have said, hey, we love this design, can you bring it back? So we don't just bring back a design, we take all the expertise and new techniques that we've learned over 25 years and say, okay, yes, absolutely, we'll bring back Marquis, but we're gonna make it more elegant, we're gonna put new color palettes into it, so that's why we call it a special edition.
Well, back in September of 2018, we were able to offer this rug as a today's special value. What you're seeing this morning, and there's a reason why we're doing it on a holiday midweek at 6 a.m. in the morning. I don't have much in quantity at all. With that in mind, it comes down to this. These are clearance sale prices, and when they're gone, they are absolutely gone forever. 15,000 people had picked them up. Now, I'll say this, there are 4 basic colors that are available. We've got a gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous, sage green. This is called sapphire blue.
This is sapphire, that's right. This is one of our newest color introductions in 25 years.
Yep. Behind you is the rich burgundy.
Right, classic burgundy. And then here on the floor, we have our ivory. Now, your first thought with an ivory rug is, why would I put such a light colored rug where spills are gonna happen, or in a hallway, or at a foyer? But because all of our rugs are made with 100% wool, Dan, it's gonna be really resilient to wear, really resilient to spills and traffic. This is the way to go if you want to brighten up a room.
Our prices are clearance sale prices. Shipping and handling is nada. There is no shipping and handling. I want to run through some sizes and I'll cover you for each one of these colors. Our 3 foot by 4.5 foot is $161.86 at comparable retail value. Our clearance sale price is $78. I just saw Dustin shake his head. Can that be right? That is right, $78. It's payments of just $13 on your credit card. By the way, that's your area rug that goes in, you know, right in front of the kitchen sink, in front of a bedroom.
That's an everywhere
door,
rug.
etc. Exactly. We've got the runners, which are always popular. Not at $251, but at $124. A 5 foot by 7 foot is a gorgeous size for a lot of different areas. At the foot of a bed, smaller dining room tables, kitchen tables, in an office environment as well. Then the 7'9", that's almost a whole room's worth, at $337 instead of almost $800. Then we get into the big ones. At 8 foot by 10 foot and a half, that's almost $1,000 rug. We're at less than half that, at $469. And truly the largest rug I had ever seen from Royal Palace is their 8'6" by 12'9". Dustin, how long does it take for your people to hand tuft and hand carve a 12.5 foot long rug?
A rug like this, from very beginning to end, is probably a 3 to 4 month process for one rug.
Wow.
Now multiply that by
is this why? Yeah, I was going to say, is this why I don't see you very often?
That's right.
So if you're looking for the ultimate in grandeur, and you'll notice, by the way, that we have to call them something in color. This one is sage.
Yes.
That's sapphire blue.
Right.
But every single one of your rugs has how many individual colors of hand tufted wool yarn in them?
So we have two main colors in what we call the field. That's sort of our big dominant color. Here it is in the sage. You have a lighter color sage here, and then a little accent of a darker sage here. So those are the first two colors that we have in the rugs. Sage, ivory, burgundy, and then sapphire, but only in one size in that color.
Right.
Beyond that are 34 other colors in our artist palette, and that's the color block that I'm holding up here. So you can really see that no matter what room you put one of our rugs in, you're gonna find that the ivories match, the sages match, the reds, the blues, the lavenders, the golds, all those dozens of colors that we put into each one of our rugs. We don't know where you're gonna put it in your home, so the more colors we put in, the easier it's going to blend with whatever you already have in your room.
But Dustin, you make it exponentially more difficult for your own craftspeople to do this, because every one of these individual colors has to be hand tufted. It's an interesting little piece of equipment. It looks like a little gun.
Yes.
And if you imagine, if you've ever latch hooked a rug, it's somewhat similar to that, but every one of those fibers has to be installed by hand.
Right.
Then they go back and they do a hand carving process that few manufacturers will do. This is not a printed rug.
Yes.
Those colors, those are all lines of demarcation created by different colors of 100% wool threads, yarns, and then creating that masterpiece of 3D by carving around every individual color and every difference. And you get this 3-dimensional look at a fraction of the price of what you would normally expect to spend.
Right. So I'm holding up our small, well, we call it our smallest size. This is our oversized accent rug. This is 3 feet by 4 feet 6 inches. We only have this available in sage.
Yep.
But this is a great way to try out Royal palettes if you've never had before, or if you've been with us for 25 years, you know that a small accent rug like this, and again, I say small, only in comparison to the largest size, but this is really a go anywhere type size, and sage has, for our last 15 years, been our most popular color overall. So you can put this anywhere in your home, promise you it's going to work.
Now, they're thick, they're plush. You want to rub your bare feet right through it. They are phenomenal. In this runner, and a runner is actually one of the most versatile pieces that you've got.
Right.
In these two colors, we've got the ivory and then we've got the sage. This is for a hallway.
Yes.
So a long entryway.
2 feet 3 inches. 2 feet 3 inches wide by 9 feet 6 inches long. So Dan, as you said, perfect for a hallway.
Right.
I know we have customers who have RVs. They put this right down the center. Great for the foot of the bed or the side of the bed, and even at a say a kitchen island or in front of the sinks or his and her bathroom. Because these are a 1/2 inch thick wool, as you said, they're soft and comfortable underfoot.
Especially in a bath area with the double sink when the floor gets cold. In this ivory. And boss, how many? I know that we don't have many. There's 100 left in the ivory. Keep in mind, please, that as we come to you on 4th of July, 100 people nationwide can take advantage of that clearance sale price. The individual craftsmen and craftswomen in the factory that manufacture this, that rug could have taken more than a month to hand make.
That's right, from beginning to end, more than a month. This is our 5x7. We have this available in the sage that we're showing here.
Yep.
We have ivory on the floor over there. So this is, as you said, a great sort of like a Goldilocks size rug, because it's definitely gonna make a dramatic statement in a foyer, in a bedroom, in a home office, or maybe a kitchen nook, but it also doesn't need to take up so much space. So if you have a conversation area, maybe with hardwood floors, you wanna show off those hardwood floors, but still put a piece of beautiful artwork down on top, a 5x7 is a great way to go.
Here's the crazy thing. I have a better price on it today at 4th of July than what we were able to do when it came in new as a Today's Special Value back in September.
Correct.
Where 15,000 people took advantage of it. It comes down to a very simple equation. These rugs take up room. Even when rolled up and put on a shelf, they take up space. These folks have been working for 1.5 years on a rug that'll be coming in later this fall. I've got to make room in the warehouse. By the way, that size in the ivory, and it's right here, there are 5 dozen of them that exist for sale.
And that's it.
That's it.
Forever.
Let's step up to the bigger size.
This is 7x9. So now we're in sort of the larger rooms, like a living room,
Dining rooms.
a dining room. Yes. So this is 7x9. We have this available in the burgundy.
Yep.
We have it in the sage. We have it in the ivory right here as well. Burgundy, I think, is, I mean, to me, when you're decorating a dining room, burgundy is the way to go.
It's rich.
It's rich. It's
regal.
a dramatic statement, and you can really see how the design work that we have here pops. This gorgeous center medallion on a bright ivory color. It's a little bit brighter than the ivory in our ivory rug.
Yep.
All the beautiful colors. When we say we have 36 colors, you really can see them here in these flowers. That's why the flowers look so gorgeous and vibrant and beautiful, and they're hand carved. That's what brings them to life. So the 7x9, now we're in your larger decorating.
Now, by the way, and don't let that ivory frighten you in any way. The ivory is by far the most limited, the burgundy very close behind. This is all 100% wool. Wool is naturally repellent to stains.
Yes.
Very easy to clean. When you unroll these and put them out in the room, you're gonna vacuum it a couple times, and you will notice that you'll fill that vacuum cleaner bag or that canister because of all that hand tufting that they have to do. But then after that, they don't shed, they're wonderfully comfortable, and you have them for decades.
Sure, it's just like towels that you have to wash
Right.
a couple times.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. But the important thing is that they're meant to be lived on. They're meant to be put under a dining room table. They're meant to be walked on in a hallway. They're meant to be at the kitchen sink. So absolutely live on them. So that's the 7x9. The 8-foot by 10-foot 6-inch size rug.
I've got all 4 colors,
And it's-
but this is the only example of where I still have sapphire.
That's exactly right.
and
So-
that's the most limited.
Right, so an 8x10 6, maybe the 7x9 is a little bit too small for your area. Now we're in a much larger sized room, a living room,
Yep.
a dining room at the 8x10 6 size. I absolutely love this sapphire color. As a matter of fact, we introduced it with this design back in September, so
remember.
it's not even a year old yet.
You and I were also talking, dining room tables usually don't get any wider, they just get longer.
Right, you can only add a leaf
Yeah.
to make
So if you have a
dining room table
large,
longer.
beautiful formal dining room, this is the rug.
Yes. Now, well, this is one of the rugs.
One of the rugs, yeah.
But if you have one of those dining room tables where you have like 3-4 leaves and you have 20 people over for the holidays, the one behind you, the 8-foot 6-inch by 12-foot 9-inch size
It's
rug.
funny, our camera doesn't even capture the top of this. Have you, in my recollection, my memory of working with you and your dad for 25 years, I don't remember you ever doing a bigger rug than this.
No, this is the largest sized rug that we have ever manufactured for QVC in 25 years.
And it's literally a fraction of the price of what I would have expected even for a printed rug.
That's
and these
not
are,
even wool.
Yes, these are hand tufted, hand carved. This rug took 3+ months for a team of individuals. How many people would be working on a rug at one time?
Probably, well, at one time, maybe 2 or 3, even
Right.
just to carve a rug of this size. But over the course of beginning to end of a rug, we're talking dozens of people who will work on
And it
manufacturing
took,
one rug.
again, you said 3.5 months to make one rug.
Yes,
One rug.
to make one rug.
Let me show you prices again, and then we'll go off to our phone lines. I know that we've got a wonderful lady who's been very patient. In that smaller area rug, the 3 by 4.5, that would be $161.98. We're at $78. You have not seen prices like this on Royal Palace in years. Years. We step up to the 2-foot 3-inch by the 9.5 foot. That's at $124. Those are payments of $20. I love that. Free shipping and handling too. The 5x7 is the most popular at $199. The 7-foot by 9 is $337. The 8-foot by 10.5 would normally be close to $1,000, and we're at $469. And for that handful, just a few of you that are looking for the largest rug that we've ever done, we've got it in sage for less than half its retail value. That's amazing. We're going to go off and say hello to Pat. Pat is giving us a phone call from Connecticut. Pat, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Dan. I haven't spoken to you in ages.
Nice to
How
have
are you?
I'm doing great. You know this gentleman. This is Dustin Moskowitz.
Good morning.
Oh, I know Dustin. I've been on before with testimonials.
Okay.
That's how much I love your rugs,
Oh,
Dustin.
thank you so much.
So you know of his father, Gary, then as well.
Yes, I do. And believe it or not, anybody hesitating about the ivory, I have your original ivory with the fringes, which is almost 20 years old. And
Yeah.
You would not even know it.
Pat, that is a classic rug. We have not
Oh,
made
yes.
a
I've
rug with
updated
fringe.
since then. I've gotten several of your newer designs without the fringes.
Yep.
But I have an ivory one, and it cleaned. As a matter of fact, the first week I got it, I had a brand new puppy.
Oh.
And guess what? she got sick, and it cleaned up beautiful.
Right.
I have gifted these rugs. I have them in every room of my house. And as I change styles or colors, if I could no longer use one, I gave them to a friend who has an older home. He loves them. And the green with the fringes, but I've put your brown, your gray. I have them in my bathroom, kitchen. I've given them to my mother.